Hello YouTube, welcome back to another game of Starcraft 2 Legacy of the Void. This is going to be game number 2 between Serral and viOLet. It's a Zerg vs Zerg on Lerilak Crest. Scores will be displayed very shortly at about 1 minute into the game, so of course if you haven't seen the previous game and you are watching on the video on demand later, please look in the description. There will be a link to the first game and that's where you should start. So let's begin with this one. viOLet on the bottom right hand side here. He is on team EnVyUs, and he is from South Korea. His opponent, Serral, on the top left hand side here, is on team mYinsanity and hailing to us from Finland. So let's see how this one progresses out. We are just about to have the scores revealed for those of you who are just joining us, or for those of you who have not seen the previous games from the VODs. And it looks like the builds are very similar for both of our players. So at the moment, viOLet at 1, his opponent at 0. So game number 2. Let's see how this one plays out. The timing's all perfect. The beginning of a Zerg game where there's not a huge amount of aggression is always very similar, to be honest. Putting down his hatchery. His opponent's hatchery going down at pretty much the exact same time. And if you had to look at that, it was pretty damn close. Yeah, they're pretty much identical, and then the drone was a little bit faster for viOLet, so that's probably just a bit of a ping difference or what, or all that. Oh, did I really not change the scene? I am an idiot. Sorry. There we go, we've got viOLet on the bottom right hand side here, Serral on the top left hand side. It's Lerilak Crest, as I said. I do apologize for this for the people on the stream. And it looks like we got a Baneling Nest coming down from Serral. And we've got metabolic boost from both of our players quite early on. So that's pretty good. Now Baneling Nest from Serral. Please Serral, don't do this. Do not go for the Baneling all in. I do not like those games. I want to see a macro game. I want to see Broodlords and I want to see Ultralisks. And you know what? While you're at it, I know you're Zerg, but get a few of those ghosts out as well. You know, just snipe off a few of the enemy. And, you know, that'll be just, you know, peachy. So Zerglings rushing across the map. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's about 6, if I'm not mistaken. It does have 10 in total on the map, which means there's only 8 here and 2 more inside the base still. Banelings are here, 4 Banelings in total so far. Let's zoom out just a little bit. I think we're going to need a bit more vision here. 4 Banelings. How much damage? Oh, those 2 Zerglings getting picked off. Quite good. And looks like viOLet responding with his own Zerglings, just refusing to take on his opponent head on. He just decides to go straight in, and this Baneling is the most menacing thing ever. It's just, you don't know when it's gonna pop, so it's like, do I run by? Do I not run by? It's like, oh, and there we go, the pop just happens. Very bad for viOLet. Losing so many units, and he's 10 army to 18 right now, which is not looking good at all. And never mind, he just got a bunch of roaches, bringing him quite even. And let's see, the Zerglings are inside the natural. 1 roach getting picked off. It's gonna see that the actual ramp is blocked off, so not gonna be able to do a whole lot until he gets some reinforcing armies, which it doesn't appear like he is doing. There's a few Zerglings getting picked off here, so not getting a whole lot done. Just want to have a quick look at the units lost. So we got 2 drones and 10 Zerglings, 1 drone and 22 Zerglings, and there is a small little engagement here, but not too serious, just a few roaches picking off a few units. So back to that, I think this is so far favouring Serral. Although looking at the supplies, it does look like viOLet is pulling ahead ever so slightly, and he's also got himself roach tech already. So these 3 Banelings are just doing the choo-choo train back to their base. It's pretty funny watching a bunch of Banelings just running in a line towards a bunch of Marines, especially when they're stimmed up. And it's like, they just don't get there. They just get picked off one by one immediately. This is actually quite good control here from viOLet. I mean, despite the fact that he had a nice surround with the Zerglings there, all he lost with all of those Zerglings surrounding was one drone. Now there's 3 there, but he's actually taken that out a few moments before all of these drones were condensed. And then just 1 being lost is quite good control, I have to say. So one scouting Zergling, gonna see pretty much everything, which is actually nothing. Nothing new anyways. And what have we got here? Evolution chamber going down. And this is a second gas. These Zerglings just walking around. They're just like chilling. They're one of those, you know, those young group of teenagers who just hang around just causing trouble. But they're pretty innocent. They don't really do a whole lot. They just walk around. They look tough. You know, they growl at you a little bit, but they don't actually do anything. And this poor little overlord getting picked off pretty much immediately. And these Zerglings, are they going to get inside the base? There is no block on the ramp. Getting inside the middle line, picking off a few workers already, and getting surrounded by the opponent's Zerglings, but still running away. And they're going to get cleaned up here. I don't think that it's worth too much micro to actually control these guys. And 52 army to 28. I think this is going to go quite one-sided here. viOLet with the huge army moving towards his opponent. And I don't know what Serral is doing. He's been taking his sweet time building up the army. What is going to do? Oh my god! Look! Oh wow! That was a pretty sight, I have to say. viOLet just done a bunch of corrosive biles onto like 5 or 6 eggs right here and took them all out. There was absolutely no recovery after that. That was huge. And it's some really good play that I've seen from some Zerg players taking out eggs with corrosive biles because they do so much damage. So yeah, game number 2 going for viOLet. And that is it for game number 2. I hope you have enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave the video a nice thumbs up, and of course we will see how this game progresses out. If viOLet takes one more series, or one more game rather, he's going to take the whole series at 3-0. Hope to see Serral making it back on the scoreboard, and I'll let you see that in the next video. Good luck, take care, I'll see you guys next time.